Get over here!
Okay, we're not gonna be able to do much. I'm curious, what can you do, Neolucci?
Not much, my lord.
You are dodgy, though!
He is very dodgy.
How about that?
I could do 4 damage, my lord.
I want to take care of that L-Light Mage first, because that's going to cause some problems for Skramir if he gets too close.
Just mind the archers.
Of course. Unnecessary, but... No, actually! That's unnecessary.
Gonna stun you to death.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, neither am I. This is fun. Oh man, don't tell Alencia I told her I said that. She would have a field day with me saying that war is fun.
But it is fun, is it not?
Says the Lagoo's prince.
Sword.
Yeah. What are you at there? Wow, be on swords already.
BS, like all desert chapters.
God damn it. Alright, yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do is have Skramir soften this guy up. Or just straight up, yeah, he's just gonna straight up kill him.
He's gonna soften him up, alright. He's gonna mash his potato.
That reminds me, actually, because, like, one thing that I know they're never going to do in Fire Emblem, ever, but I also kind of imagine it, you've seen the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 11, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that one where Kotal Khan turns into a lion and just straight up, like, yanks the heart out of his enemies and, like, bites into it like a gusher?
Yeah, he has, like, an animality.
I kind of imagine that a little bit with some of these lions. That is, like, easily one of the best fatalities in that game. Alright, see, now we can actually do some hit and run with a couple of these dudes. That Elfire, though, is a problem. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Idea brewing in my head.
Is it Shinan time?
It's Shinan time. Let's go with Silencer. Might as well.
Gatry's not going to be able to get to him to push him down.
Frick, you're right.
You could pick up and put down with Neolucci and Sigrun, maybe?
Actually, can Neolucci shove?
No. Oh, yes.
Yes, he can!
Okay, my
Way
bad.
to go, Neolucci!
Yeah, then have Neolucci maybe go look for that. Well, we need to get that treasure on the left.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There it is.
Daemon card! Cool! That's a neat little thing. Yeah, it's basically the same thing that, like, Ike used to proc that one thing that we needed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am content in leaving Stefan there to make Numita run out his purge.
Okay.
So let's just have everyone else on standby. Unfortunately, no one can pick up and drop Naysala, but that's fine. I'm just glad we got that one dude out of the way.
I think we should move Har with Naysala over to... Oh, right. That was this turn.
He already moved.
I forgot that happened this turn.
Now, these turns are taking a while, man.
We do have 16 units at our disposal right now.
Yeah. Bring it on.
As if it weren't hot enough out here already. Go to sleep.
Imagine seeing that just off the cliff. That's basically what happened.
Just rises over the mountain.
Oof.
Oh, got a hit.
This works out, actually. Oh, no. You know, this is actually kind of bad because that means we kind of have to reach Numita before the Black Knight absolutely decimates everyone here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this actually works out, because what we're gonna do... where did you say we want to move Naysala?
I was thinking we move Har and Naysala to the middle group.
Alright.
However we can do safely. So that they can start. So that they can help in gaining experience as well.
Yeah, and in this situation, this actually works out for us, because... just a couple more.
Alright.
And that's going to get Reese some experience as well. So yeah, we can have Stefan bait the Purge, and then we'll go from there.
It's so sad for me to think that this is going to be a lot of units last chapter. Because this is the last time we use Micaiah's team in the split-up portion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I almost put Har in range of that Purge. Whoops.
Yeah, he would have been fine, but...
Yeah, he would have been fine, but still, I don't want to...
Better it doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this works, actually. I'm gonna go for Silencer.
Okay.
Because this way, even if he doesn't kill, Nialuchi.
Yeah.
Beautiful!
But he does kill. Yeah, a lot of dead eyes today, Sheenan.
Uh-huh, well done. Actually, now that I think about it... Gatry caught up to him!
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow! Go figure. Ugh. So tired.
Yeah, what can we do against all these guys?
You have 1 meter left. So what I think what's gonna happen is we're just gonna have to do this, and then next turn we'll use a Lagoon Stone, and we'll have Skramir like take up the southwestern portion of this map.
Yep.
I think that'll work just fine. So while we're actually going through this, fun little fact about lately, because a lot of games came out recently that have been fantastic. I still need to play Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course. But one game I've been playing the ever-loving heck out of are Sunbreak and Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
Yeah, how is Three Hopes?
I am enjoying it. I will say this. Vast improvement over
Fire Emblem Warriors.
The base Fire Emblem Warriors, particularly because it's another what if scenario, but rather than having all these worlds clashing together, it's a lot like Age of Calamity. It's another what if this happened instead of this, and the story of it is remarkably well written. I dare say it actually might be a bit better than Three Houses. Because they don't do a lot of what ifs, they don't do a lot of tell and show. They actually explain and show things happening.
Okay.
Obviously there are a couple of time skips here and there, but I like the fact that there are time skips because you know what? That's war. So far, I am very much enjoying Three Hopes.
You're tempting me to pick it up, and I really shouldn't because I don't like Musou games, and I always end up pouring so much time into a game I'm not really enjoying.
No, I get that. I remember that was the case with you in Persona 5 Strikers.
Yeah, and same with Age of Calamity.
You're not a big fan of Musou.
I 100%ed Age of Calamity minus the DLC.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up the DLC.
I enjoyed the DLC, actually.
What was in the DLC for Age of Calamity?
It was basically more emphasis on Terako and what happens during his trek through time and trying to find Zelda, as well as additional stories involving the 4 champions and their descendants. You actually get some more emphasis on them doing missions together, during the actual Calamity, war against the Calamity. You see some really touching moments between Mipha and Sidon. You see Daruk really giving Yunobo, the courage he needs to, be the hero that he always wanted to be, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this right now, I think, I've gained so much respect for the Yiga clan, and I think Master Koga might actually be one of my favorite characters in the game. Because not only is he fun to play...
He is fun to play.
He is fun to play, And he's also really nice. He's actually a cool character, especially because I found out later, spoilers for those of you who haven't played the DLC of Age of Calamity in 3, 2, 1. One character that you unlock via mission objectives is Suga.
I figured Suga would be playable because,
and the way you unlock him is amazing because it's tied to a side mission. You can do that mission as a whole, but if you don't fulfill certain objectives, you won't unlock Suga. Okay. And if you do, Suga has one of the coolest last stand moments to the point where he's able to survive and become a playable character.
Okay,
It was so sick. I was like, this is a Musou game. Like, I shouldn't be taking this so seriously, but damn, that was neat.
I figured Suga would be playable at some point.
Yeah, and not only do I like Suga, I love just how genuine the actual relationship between him and Master Koga is. Like, Koga is a lazy-ass motherfucker, but Jesus, was that awesome. So yeah, I very much enjoyed Age of Calamity and the DLC, and I'm currently enjoying Three Hopes. Like, very much so. Especially because, like, again, like, I know a lot of people have been making this comparison, but I did a tweet about this a little while ago. Shez is alright! Yeah. Shez is a cool character.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I remember mentioning this earlier, and it's like, you know, I like both Byleth and Shez equally, because I also recognize that they fulfill different roles. Byleth is a silent protagonist a la Link, which is more along the lines of, like, you're supposed to have a blank slate. They only have just enough backstory to establish a vessel. After that, it's all on the player. Whereas Shez is more like Shepard. Toes the line between being a like self-insert while also having their own character. But it's enough of a character that has me invested in Shez's story.
So how does it work? Is it set up like Three Houses where you, like, the story starts as one and then you pick one of three branches, or are there just three separate story modes, or is it...
You pick one of three branches. Here's the cool thing about it, though, and this is one thing I will give Three Hopes over Three Houses. Three Houses, you have to go through that first segment, like, all the time, and it's like 5 to 10 chapters of the same thing.
Yeah.
In Three Hopes, you choose the path as soon as Chapter 3.
Okay, so
or not even Chapter 3, as soon as Mission 3.
So there's not a lot of...
There's not a lot of, like, you know, this and that. And the way they framed it is actually really cool, because, like, they emphasize the fact that Shez only is with these people for a little bit, but they made it clever by framing it by having him be a student instead. Okay. So he's a student for a very, very, very short amount of time.
Okay.
And that's how you choose. Like,
I guess he's a student in whichever house you pick.
Bingo.
Okay.
And then something blooms up from there. Because Shez does have an important role to play in Three Hopes, but it's framed just well enough that it doesn't feel intrusive. So that's how I see it. And again, don't take this at, like, total face value, because this is coming from someone who's only played one path. I'm currently going through Scarlet Blaze right now, and I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
But, basic initial, like, you know, first impressions of the game, I'm liking it. I like it a lot, and I think the game is much better designed than Fire Emblem Warriors base was.
How do you think, as a game, how do you think it stacks up to Age of Calamity?
It definitely follows a lot more of what Fire Emblem Warriors did, but it refined it so unbelievably well. I will say this: when it comes to the comparison between Age of Calamity and Three Hopes, Age of Calamity is a lot simpler, but at the same time, that means you don't have a lot to keep track of. Whereas Three Hopes follows the class system. Whereas, like, you can make the characters any way you want, but they each have, like, unique actions that they can perform.
Okay.
So there's still some uniqueness, but in that way, it follows the same customization that Three Houses did, and you can basically build these characters any way you want.
Ooh,
oh, wow, Jesus. And from there, it's just a matter of, like, who do you want, how do you want to go about it. So Three Hopes is a lot more complex, but there's so much more room for customization and personalization that, like, it really never occurred. It never occurred to me to compare the two, if that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah.
Like, because
that answers my question.
These are vastly different games.
Okay.
Like, obviously, like, it's still, like, the same, you know, high-octane Musou action.
Yeah.
But with a lot more strategy and a lot more nuance than Age of Calamity did.
I think my favorite of the... Well, I haven't played all of them, so I can't speak with very much authority. But I was kind of weird that I liked the first Hyrule Warriors, or Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is the one.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Which is a lot better than the original Wii U version for things like being able to quickly switch your general in combat and stuff. But I like Hyrule Warriors more than Age of Calamity, actually. I mean, like, not for the story. Like, the story in Age of Calamity, for what it is, it doesn't really do much for me, but it is better than the Hyrule Warriors excuse plot.
Yeah, in regards to, like, that's the thing. Like, Hyrule Warriors base, like, Definitive Edition is an excuse plot. And a lot of the appeal of Definitive Edition is not really the plot, it's the content.
Yeah.
There's, like, so much content going on in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition that it's almost overwhelming.
I know a lot of people will like it more this way, but I guess I didn't like how in Age of Calamity, I think the emphasis is more on your general dueling other tough units and like getting and like one-on-ones rather than like the flow of the battle and capturing points and stuff like that.
I will say this, that is actually very true. I do agree with that. You'll be happy to know that hang on a second, let me check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. You'll be happy to know that that whole flow of battle thing that you're mentioning, like about like, you know, understanding like what's going on in the battlefield, trying to like, you know, keep objectives going, keep things safe, keep resources going, like employing strategies. Three Hopes has that in spades.
That's good.
Like absolute freaking spades. Like I'm playing on hard classic. And not only is it actually giving me a really, really good challenge, I'm going to end it here because I want to get that purge out of the way.
Yeah.
Not only am I, like, having a blast, it's challenging me. Like, I've lost battles and missions in that game, not because I lost a unit or because, like, you know, my strongholds got overwhelmed. Yeah. But it's like, oh, hey, you were supposed to keep this unit safe and escort him to this place so they can employ this strategy. You didn't use the lightning that you were supposed to use on these bases, so now you're at a serious disadvantage.
Yeah.
You, instead of spreading your units out, you tried to focus them all on one target, but that left everything else vulnerable. You actually have to think about your actions in Three Hopes.
Yeah.
So again, so far, I am impressed with the game.
In Age of Calamity, I pretty much never lost anything because a base got overtaken somewhere or anything like that. It wasn't like Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, jeez, Nilucci! You're fine.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have gotten hit by that, though.
What was it, a 76?
It was a 34% chance.
Oh, yeah.
No one else is going to reach, though, so...
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky.
Oh, jeez, Black Knight. I mean, he's clearing it up for us, so...
It's nothing against Musou games either, it's just that...
Oh, yeah, it's just not your thing.
It is not my thing.
I get that. Okay, he's out of the purge, so we can start moving forward.
I enjoyed Persona 5 Strikers as a less serious expansion to Persona 5.
Yeah, because it actually has its own, like, story, right?
Yeah. It's a sequel. I think if it was... I don't think it stands on its own as a sequel to Persona 5 very well. It does feel very spin-off-y.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of the nature of, like, you know, Musou games.
And it is a spin-off.
Yeah.
You know, it's a spin-off that acts like it's still canon. And,
yeah, unless you're Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors, like, Musou games tend to be spin-offs.
Yeah.
That's kind of just the nature of it.
It's like... The characters are getting a little flanderized, I feel.
No, I do understand that notion. Yeah, I'm kind of just content in, like, just moving Shinon forward little by little. That being said, do we have Wyvern Riders here? We do. We have one. Okay, we want to bait that. But, yeah, continue.
I mean, that's about it. I tried to platinum Persona 5 Strikers, and I got pretty close. Like, I beat Death and everything like that. And the last couple achievements are both like, oh my god, no.
Really?
Like, one of them, you need to max out all the skill points in the game, which is, like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like you need to like pretty much get maximum level.
Uh-huh.
You would need to get to level 99 with all your
my.
characters, and at the point where I had done everything else in the game, everybody was at like level 66.
I see.
Like, I am not grinding
That's true. That's
33
true.
more levels,
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah, I will say this. It kind of felt that way in Age of Calamity going into the
Yeah.
DLC, because some of the monsters that you have to fight in the DLC are freaking damage sponges.
They really
man.
ramp it up.
Like, seriously though. Like, easily one of my least favorite monsters to fight in that game are the freaking Taluses, because, like, not only are they damage sponges, you have to fight them a certain way
Yeah.
just to deal with them, and it's annoying as hell.
The other thing I really appreciated about Hyrule Warriors is, like, it was a spin-off.
And it knew it was.
Yeah, I felt like it didn't take itself too seriously, and I really
Uh-huh.
liked a lot of the, like, deep pools and a lot of... Like, Darunia does the dance.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of just, like, little... I get the sense that the people who made it were fans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, that's the thing about Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition that I respect. It knows it's a silly spin-off title, and it runs with that. And I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
I respect it for knowing what it is and just rolling with that.
I like how in Age of Calamity, every character has a different use of the Sheikah slates,
Oh, yeah.
and how they basically use them the way players use them in Breath of the Wild.
Uh-huh.
They do some crazy thing with just, like, flailing a box around with magnesis.
There we go, Marcia.
Looks good.
See, now that was unnecessary. But yeah, I guess that's our take on, like, the
Yeah.
new games. And yeah, again, 3 hopes. I'm enjoying it a lot. I haven't been able to put it down. And, what's it called? Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak has been an absolute blast. I'm really liking the new monsters. I'm loving the new mechanics. I'm loving the new locales. They like, this, update to, Monster Hunter Rise, I actually am willing to compare to what they did with World and Iceborne. Like, it's that massive of an expanse.
Okay.
And the fact that they're still doing updates and adding new content and new monsters and new mechanics for the next 6 months says a lot.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like, they're doing, like, a whole thing of, like, expanding the game, possibly even up to the equivalent of Iceborne. And I'm like, frick, I'm gonna be playing this game for a long time.
Bring back Legaia Chris.
Don't bring back Legaia Chris! Legaia Chris sucks!
I really don't know anything about Monster Hunter. The one game I have that's the one Monster Hunter game I have is 3 Ultimate,
Yeah.
which is the one where Legaia Chris is the box cover monster.
And it's a good well, no, it's not a good Like, Generations is a good game. But, yeah, I'd be hard-pressed to say that I enjoy fighting Legaia Chris. Like, I only fought Legaia Chris twice. Like, once in his intro and once in, like, Generations Ultimate, and I didn't like either.
Monster Hunter is also the one series that I cannot keep the game straight.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
There's so many different editions and stuff like that.
The thing about I was actually discussing this with a couple of friends of mine. If you're going to get into Monster Hunter, this is the best advice I can give to people who want to try and get into the game, right? Do not feel like you have to know everything.
Do you want to move Stefan and company up?
Yeah, we might as well. Numita's not going to move, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start moving up. But yeah, like, if I had to, like, pick one piece of advice to say to anyone who wants to get into Monster Hunter, don't feel like you need to know everything about the game, because you are not going to. I've been playing the game for a good while now. My friend Z has been playing the game for, like, so much longer than me, and we still don't know everything about the game.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, go into the game. Obviously, the game's gonna throw a shit ton of information at you. Try not to be overwhelmed. Pick out what information you do want to retain and build on that first. Because, like, the game has, like, 14 plus weapons or something that, like, different people can use, like, everyone can use. You don't have to learn all of them. Pick your favorite, stick with it, and then maybe you can branch out. into others, or maybe you won't. Like, I'm the guy who's, like, learned, like, 7 different weapons, and I like using different things for different scenarios. My friend Gino, who some people may actually know from my streams, and he's actually a friend of Josh Scorcher's, he plays nothing but dual blades. The dude's better than me at Monster Hunter, and he uses nothing but dual blades. No other weapon ever. So, and it's like, the way I see it, there's no wrong way to play Monster Hunter. That's how I put it. But I also understand why it's overwhelming as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't get very far into Ultimate. Because I get the sense it's really a game you need to, like, play with other people who are into it already.
Kinda.
Like, you could have people show you the ropes and stuff like that.
That is true. I will say this, Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise do a much better job of allowing you to go it solo.
I mean, I hope so, because the conveyance in the tutorials and stuff for Ultimate is terrible.
Yeah. Again, like, it's not that it's, like, absolutely batshit horrible. It's just that there's so much, and there is so much information being thrown at you that it's like,
and they put in these text boxes with tiny text.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, it is a huge approachability fail.
Yeah, I am not going to deny that.
Not trying to hate on Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just not your thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not your thing. Stardew Valley's not my thing. Minecraft isn't our thing. Like, hey, newsflash to everyone on newsflash to people on the internet who are like these gatekeeping tryhards or whatnot, or like are so offended by someone not liking what they like. Not everyone's gonna like the same things, and if someone doesn't like what you don't or like what you do, who cares?
Like, you ever have a thing that you think you're gonna be really into, and then you finally get a copy of the game or whatever, and it's just not your thing, and that's, like, so disappointing.
Admittedly, that was Stardew Valley for me.
Yeah, that was Monster Hunter for me.
Like, I recognize that Stardew Valley is great. I think it's a great game. I do like the characters, and I do like the overall feel of it. It's not a game for me.
Yeah.
It's not a game for me. I also acknowledge that with, like, games like Minecraft. I understand that Minecraft is a great game, and, like, holds a very, very special place in the hearts of so many people who have played it. I am likely never going to pick up Minecraft ever again.
Stardew Valley's a great game.
It is.
I love Stardew Valley.
And that's the main...
Minecraft's a great game, too. I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
But I do, like, I recognize the achievement of it.
Freaking Wind Mage. I'm going to let Stefan bait him, and then we'll go from there.
Can you have Nia Lucia search the one spot?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Where is it? Here?
I think so, yeah.
Let's be sure.
Okay.
While you're looking it up, I'm going to keep on keeping on here.
Yeah. Yes. It's 4 from the ridge.
Alright. I'm going to give Sigrun credit here. She is doing the damage we need her to.
Yeah.
She's definitely not the same level as Marcia, but she's doing what she needs to.
She has higher weapon levels than Marcia.
That is also
cool,
true, yeah.
but...
She can use silver swords. I think?
Yeah.
Yes, she can.
Yeah, A rank.
Alright, so where is it?
There.
Let me check something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to be in danger of anything there, right? Interesting how it didn't go with the animation.
Yeah, because it's basically acting as a longbow there.
No. It's because he doesn't have a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
He used up the purge. Huh, you finally caught up to me, eh, Gatry? Sheenan? You really are an idiot, aren't you? Sorry! This heat's getting to my head, man. Everything gets to your head. I almost want to go after this guy and have, like... Oh, wait. Woo!
Yeah, there you go.
Woo-hoo! Yes!
Hooray for flyers.
Yes!
This is why I kind of tried to load up Micaiah's team with flyers.
Yeah, because of this, right?
Yeah, some people, because of this chapter. Some people in the comments were telling me I should have put even more in this one.
Hey, we're doing fine.
Yeah. I mean, they're not wrong.
True,
I respect their opinion.
Yeah, but like, I'd rather be prepared for as much as we can, like, without like putting all our eggs in one basket.
Mainly Jill.
Okay, there are no mages around here, are there?
No.
No. These guys can't do much, and yeah, we pretty much put the kibosh on all the mages except for that one all the way in the southeast.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's have Skramir deal with this guy, and then he'll bait everyone else.
Yeah. Can you do a tear? No.
He doesn't have Terror.
Oh right. Sorry, I'm thinking of his uncle.
What does he have? Yeah, he doesn't have any, like, big move or anything like that. I don't think we need to rescue Sheenan. Like, he's not in danger. He's not in danger of anyone else except for this Wyvern Rider, and I think he can deal with that.
Yeah. So who's going to provoke harder, Sheenan or?
That's a good question.
Skramir?
I don't know.
I think Sheenan because he doesn't have a melee weapon equipped.
Yeah, just making sure. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 here, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. I really want that item, though.
We will get it. Gotta move these guys out of the way. I'll have Har join this force.
Cool. There's also another item worth getting next to Sheenan, if Sheenan took one step to his left.
Alright, I shall keep that in mind.
And there's a last item near the boss, but I don't really care about it. It's a Lagoo Stone.
I mean, hey, that would be nice for Skramir.
Yeah, but after
But you said that
chapter,
after this chapter, Skramir is pretty much retired.